Okay, so today we're talking about calculating percent that one number is of another. So what we're going to do is at the top I'm going to write a couple of fractions and so we're going to use our cross multiplication in order to solve these problems. Every percent is out of 100, so the last number I put in the denominator of the second fraction is always 100. Every time. You don't have to guess where that's going to go. This says what percent. So that means we are looking for the percent. The percent compares to the 100, so we write that over the 100. Now we have two other numbers. And some people write this as is over of. So when we look at the words is and of, we see of refers to the 200 and the word is refers to the 28. Okay? Another way that people look at this is original over new. Okay, for the first fraction. Sometimes we're referring to part of a whole, so we would write part over whole. Okay, and those are all your first fractions, the fractions to the left of the equal sign. All right, depending on what the problem is referring to. In this particular case, we're talking about of 200. So when I write that, that goes where the of appears. The x over 100. And then the 28 is the is. And then all we're doing is cross multiplying. So I get 200x is equal to 2800. And my last step is to divide both sides by 200. So I type in 2800 and divide by 200 and I get 14. Now, because we're talking about percents, we put our percent symbol after the 14. And there's my final answer. Okay, next problem. What percent of, so we're looking for percent, of 950 is 931. Is over of 931 over 950 is equal to x over 100. Again, we cross multiply. And we end up with 950. X is equal to 93100. So now I've got to take 93100 divided by 950. And I get x is equal to 98. So the original is, the 931 is 98% of 950. What percent of 700 is 364? Is over of 364 over 700 equals x over 100. So 700x is equal to 364 and 2 zeros. 364 divided by 700 excuse me, is equal to 52. So again, remember your last step is always just to divide. So setting up the fractions is critical. If you follow the is over of equals percent over 100. Every one of these is the same. What percent of 100 is 13? Is over of equals unknown percent over 100. So 100x is equal to 1300. And when I divide, I get x is equal to 13. Now that should not be a surprise, because if you look at these two denominators, they're exactly the same. So that means your percent is exactly the same as the original is. What percent of 700 is 273? Is of equals percent over 100. Now all these problems have the same piece missing that we're looking for, and that is our percent. There are going to be problems that we run into where we have a different part missing, and we have to find that. As long as we set things up in the same exact location, it'll be easy for you to solve those, because it's still a cross product no matter what. So 27300 divided by 700 equals x equals 39%. Number 6. What percent of 575 is 161 rather, not 171? Is 161 of 575 equals, looking for the percent, cross multiply, 575x equals 161 with 2 zeros, and then divide. 161, 2 zeros, divided by 575 equals 28%. Now, during class, what I would like you to do is to finish 7 through 10 and let me see that you've got that work finished, so that I know you got the process down.